Hi guys, we are Jolly and Jade, and we are here to talk about e-safety in this video.
Since a lot of you might not be aware that the internet is dangerous to our everyday lives, so we're going to give you some advice and tips on staying safe on the internet at all times.
Live streaming lets you watch, create, and share videos in real time, which is of course fun, interesting, and very common these days. But at the same time, it can also be very risky because you can easily leak information in ways you would never realize. If you think that you are safe just because you think you have never made mistakes online in the past, let me tell you, you might be in serious danger already.
I hope you're not though. Now, before you get yourself into any trouble, we're going to show you how to stay safe.
Let us introduce you to Cotton. Cotton wants to become an influencer, so she live streams whenever she is free. However, she has a lack of e-safety knowledge, so she accidentally revealed where she was when there was a comment asking about her location.
This is something that you must not do while live streaming. The first tip we want to tell you is, when you're live streaming, be careful that you do not let your viewers know your location or what's happening in the background. Otherwise, someone will be able to stalk you, which might lead to serious consequences.
Secondly, beware what you share, so that you won't carelessly leak your personal information to strangers. Personal information doesn't just include your name, address, birth date, and phone number, but also your signature and credit card number. It could be a genuine problem if you give out your personal information, so others might be able to trace your credit card and spend your money.
Also, you should limit your followers and viewers. Different platforms used to live stream may vary, but in general, you could control who can watch your videos in the settings. Apart from these tips, there are also many ways to avoid the dangers of live streaming. For example, blocking links from your viewers, or do not click on links that you do not trust, and use a qualified VPN to prevent IP scrappers from stealing.
We hope these suggestions were helpful to you, and we hope that everyone, especially who's watching this video, would not fall into online traps.
Next, we are going to talk about impacts of social media nowadays. According to statistics, in July 2021, Instagram had around 28.81 million users in the UK. The largest share of Instagram users is aged between 25 and 34 years old, at 30.9%. People over 65 years old are less likely to use the social media platform. If you think that teenagers are not likely to use social media platforms too, you're absolutely wrong.
Many of the teenagers are now addicted to social media platforms such as Instagram, Snapchat, or Facebook. They let you connect with people, build relationships, or access to news and information. However, there are lots of bad impacts of social media. For example, some argue that social sharing has encouraged people to use computers and mobile phones to express their concerns on social issues without actually having to engage actively with campaigns in real life. Their support is limited to pressing like button or sharing content. Using social media can end up with mental and social issues like anxiety, depression, or being cyberbullied online.
But don't worry, there are many ways to minimize these impacts, such as turning off notifications, setting parental controls, and setting limits for apps. You can try to limit your screen time on your phones or on some apps. To do this, you can set a downtime on your phone, which allows you to stay away from the screen. You could also set daily app limits in your settings. Spending the time away from phones is always a good way to stay safe.
Last but not least, mobile phones are very appealing to many of us and have become a necessity. We never keep them out of sight. They are the perfect way to stay connected with others and are the key to get help in an emergency. However, do you still need your mobile phone when you're hanging out with your friends or in a family gathering? Mobile phones have been made for our convenience. You can limit their use to handle our lives, like calling parents to ensure our safety or accessing the internet for homework and revision.
So, thanks for making through the end of this video. Now you know how to stay safe online.
Just remember, do not leak any personal information under any circumstances. Take a break and stay away from electronic devices when you feel stressed.
Try reading a book, hanging out with your friends. Living in the real world would also be a good idea for a little getaway.
We'll see you next time. Bye!